Tell me the truth. Tell me what's up.
So, yeah.
Really?
Kirk and Rasheeda, the power couple known for their entrepreneurial spirit, had always been able to juggle their careers with family life. The two had been through their fair share of ups and downs over the years, managing to keep their relationship afloat despite the pressures of reality TV. But this night, it wasn't business or family matters that were taking center stage. It was a shocking, terrifying incident that would make headlines across the world.
First of all, a lot of people haven't even been in a 21-year marriage, or ours will be 23.
22, right?
20.
Married 22.
Yeah, in December.
Rasheeda and Kirk Frost had long been pillars of the hip-hop world, not just as artists, but as entrepreneurs, parents, and stars of Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta. Together, they had built a sprawling empire, blending their business ambitions with their family life, a juggling act that fans both admired and critiqued. Their story was one of resilience and reinvention, marked by equal parts passion, betrayal, ambition, and undeniable love.
I was just ringing. This girl kept calling, "Hi, I'm trying to reach Kirk Frost." And I'm like, "He's not available. Do you want to leave a message?" I'll try to call back. Okay.
But, as with many reality TV stars, the glossy facade of their on-screen lives masked a far darker reality. Behind the scenes, tensions had been mounting for months, and the whispers of marital troubles were growing louder. Kirk's alleged infidelities had become a recurring theme, and while Rasheeda had always been the glue holding their family together, even the strongest bonds have limits.
People, and they look up to you.
You don't never, I wouldn't wish this on nobody.
I'm sorry.
That night, the storm broke. It started with something small, a disagreement over something so trivial that neither would remember the details later. But what began as a passing comment quickly escalated into an explosive argument. Raised voices filled the room, each word sharper than the last, cutting deeper into old wounds that had never fully healed.
And we had been, in the first couple of years, we had already been through like a lot of different situations and little label things we were trying to do. And Kirk was friends with.
"You never take responsibility, Kirk," Rasheeda snapped, her voice trembling with frustration. "Do you even realize how much I've sacrificed for this family? For you?" Kirk's response was defensive, his tone dismissive. "And I haven't sacrificed? Don't act like you're the only one who's held things together. I've done my part too." "Your part?" Rasheeda's voice broke, her emotions spilling over. "Your part is lying, cheating, and expecting me to clean up your messes. That's not a partnership, Kirk. That's betrayal."
I want to work out with Cannon. Like, I want to get his name changed. I want to get him legitimized, and I don't want to be doing all the back and forth, saying it's not true, and that is not good.
All right, y'all, well, I'm gonna go get ready for my...
The argument revealed cracks that had been hidden beneath the surface for years. Resentments that had gone unspoken now poured out in a flood of accusations and pent-up anger. Both of them were raw, vulnerable, and unfiltered, stripped of the polished image they had cultivated for the cameras.
You could tell I'm doing something. We argued outside for a minute. And I was like, I remember you saying that. He was like, if you don't do it, they're not going to do the deal. If you don't come inside, you're going to make me look like I'm telling her some bullshit.
As the argument grew more heated, it became clear to neighbors that something was wrong. The commotion was too loud to ignore, and the sounds of a violent altercation rang through the walls of their upscale home. Someone dialed 911. In a matter of moments, the police arrived at the scene of what would soon become one of the most talked about domestic disturbances in the entertainment world.
How long have you been with Rasheeda? Hello?
On and off, I don't know, 14 years.
When the officers arrived, the situation was tense. The scene was chaotic, with emotions running high. After speaking with both parties, the authorities were left with no choice but to arrest Kirk Frost. Rasheeda, visibly distraught with red, swollen eyes from crying, was in no state to defend her husband. The physical signs of distress were clear, and the decision was made. Kirk was taken into custody.
As far as our relationship, just communication, even though it might not look like that on the show. But, we're friends, and we were friends first.
As news of Kirk Frost's arrest spread like wildfire, fans and followers of the couple reacted with a whirlwind of emotions: shock, disbelief, anger, and confusion. The online chatter grew louder when Rasheeda, known for her strength and candor, broke her silence on Instagram. Her post was raw and heartfelt, offering a glimpse into her pain. "I never imagined having to deal with this," she wrote. "As a wife and a mother, I deserve to be respected and kept protected. This is not what I signed up for." Her words struck a chord, and within minutes, the hashtag #Team Rasheeda began trending. Fans flooded her comments with messages of support.
The best part for me of being together this long, I'm gonna be honest, somebody really got your back. You really can, like Rasheeda's went to my bank account and wired 300 grand and put a deposit down and she ain't even on my account.
One commented, "Rasheeda, you've been through enough. It's time to put you first. You're such a strong woman and we're all behind you. Don't let anyone dim your light," one says. Another one says, "Kirk has embarrassed you too many times. You deserve peace, sis. Walk away for your sanity."
Could be a hater.
I'm that type of person though too, because just because somebody may have their opinion or perception about someone else's business doesn't mean I'm gonna go by that. I'm my own person. I want my own experience, because I could go in and have an amazing experience, and I think it's...
But as is often the case with high-profile drama, the story quickly became polarizing. Supporters of Kirk, using the hashtag #Team Kirk, argued for patience and fairness, urging others not to jump to conclusions. One commented, "We don't know the full story yet. Let's wait for all the facts before we judge." One says, "Kirk isn't perfect, but none of us are. Let's not tear him down before hearing his side." Another says, "It's easy to point fingers, but marriage is complicated. They've been through so much already. Maybe they can overcome this too."
What's your secret to stay happily married after all these years?
You know what? I think with Kirk and I is more, I hate to even say this because people just talk so much, but it's the communication and really understanding each other.
Meanwhile, the battle between the two hashtags raged on Twitter, where fans didn't hold back. One fan tweeted, "Kirk had the audacity to put Rasheeda in this situation? Nah, he's canceled. Shares Team Rasheeda all day." This is so messy. I don't know who's in the right, but one thing's for sure. These kids don't deserve this drama, another says. One Rasheeda's fan says, "Rasheeda, please don't let this man drag you down any further. You're worth so much more than this chaos."
You know what? It's more, for me, I don't know about just fresh. We're like friends and like partners. It's like, you wake up excited every day. What we doing today, babe? What we got? What's happening? What we gonna do?
TikTok creators joined the frenzy, dissecting the situation in viral videos. One user humorously reenacted Rasheeda's Instagram post, while another made a timeline of Kirk's mess-ups that highlighted his past scandals. At this point, Kirk has run out of chances, a TikTok user commented. Rasheeda needs to protect her peace.
Because over time, just because you're married to somebody doesn't mean you really know them like you should or understand them like you should. And throughout years, I guess for us, because we've been together for such a long time, you evolve and change in life as you get older.
Amid the noise, some fans took a more neutral stance, expressing concern for the couple's children. "This isn't just about Rasheeda and Kirk anymore," one Instagram comment read. "They've got a family. I just hope they can figure this out without tearing each other apart."
No. Yeah, we setting the trend. First of all, you gotta be able to change and move with the culture. Yeah. If you sit on one thing,
gotta be able to evolve,
then you get left.
As the hashtags trended and social media buzzed with debate, one thing became clear. This situation was far from over. Whether Rasheeda would choose to stand by Kirk or finally walk away remained to be seen. But fans on both sides were waiting with bated breath for the next chapter in this ever-evolving drama.
If it happens to become his, what will happen with your relationship? Do you know yet?
Well, I damn sure ain't paying no woman. Or having no parts with no damn child support. You better believe that.
Sources close to Rasheeda have shed light on the reality behind her seemingly picture-perfect marriage to Kirk Frost. While the couple appeared to have it all, fame, fortune, and a thriving empire, the truth was far more complicated. Behind closed doors, their relationship had been unraveling for years, weighed down by unresolved issues and lingering resentments.
Me and Kurt have been through a whole lot of We're at a point in our relationship right now where you got to put things behind you in order to move forward. Nobody is perfect and relationships have issues. But
The Frosts had built a reputation as a power couple, balancing their business ventures and family life while navigating the ups and downs of reality TV fame. But insiders say that maintaining that outwardly perfect image came at a steep cost. They've been putting on a show for years, one source revealed. What you see on TV is just the tip of the iceberg. The real struggles happen when the cameras stop rolling.
One word, to be honest with you, because, I think that I agree with the evolving, and being able to finally see some growth.
One of the biggest cracks in their foundation has been Kirk's history of infidelity. Fans will remember the shocking revelation of his affair with Jasmine Washington, which led to the birth of their son, Cannon. Although Rasheeda chose to forgive Kirk and move forward, sources say the trust between them was never fully restored. It's hard to rebuild when the same patterns keep repeating, another insider shared. Rasheeda has tried everything: therapy, open communication, you name it. But Kirk's behavior hasn't changed.
Okay, then, Kirk, you have a baby by this girl.
Do I have a bed? Do I look like I got a baby by?
Do you know her? Have you seen her before?
In addition to the infidelity, there have been whispers of Kirk's questionable actions off camera. From late-night outings without explanation to rumors of inappropriate conversations with other women, his actions have only fueled Rasheeda's frustrations. She feels like she's constantly in a battle to defend her worth and dignity, a close friend of Rasheeda said. And no matter how much she gives to the relationship, it never feels like enough.
She said he met her at a strip club. Fast forward to, they had. Fast forward to, now she's pregnant. Fast forward to, he moved her in your old building.
Their arguments, once manageable, have grown increasingly volatile. They fight about everything now, the source continued. It's not just the big issues like trust or infidelity, it's even the small things. But those small fights? They're rooted in much deeper problems that they've never truly addressed.
Don't address me, ma'am. It's not my fault that he cheated on you, okay?
The breaking point came during a particularly heated argument that reportedly turned explosive. What began as a discussion about their business quickly spiraled into a war of words, with both Kirk and Rasheeda airing grievances that had been bottled up for years. That night was a turning point, the source said. It was like every unresolved issue they've ever had came out all at once. It wasn't just a fight, it was the culmination of everything they've been through.
So understanding each other and being open to that, you know what I'm saying? Right. And then most of anything, really communicating with each other and just being real with each other.
While the Frosts have weathered countless storms in their relationship, those closest to the couple are questioning whether this time might be different. There's only so much one person can take, the insider added. Rasheeda has always been strong, but even the strongest people have their limits. And right now, she's trying to figure out whether it's worth fighting for a marriage that's brought her more pain than joy.
And I remember she said something, I was in a van.
I was like, oh, that's the man y'all were talking about?
And I'm like,
in the van?
van?
He in a van. So I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm like, because we rode in the van. So because we all could fit in it.
As fans speculate about the future of their relationship, one thing is clear. Behind the glossy facade of their reality, TV lives lies a story far more complicated and far more heartbreaking than anyone could have imagined.
I think about like our life and oh my God, so much good times and love and fun, and to sit here and think like, wow.
Yeah.
And for this to Be
all
thrown
the
away?
Good stuff, all the work. We do us. It works.
On the other side of things, Kirk was facing the harsh legal repercussions of his actions. While Rasheeda was grappling with the emotional fallout, Kirk had to confront the reality of his situation. He was scheduled to appear in court, facing charges stemming from the alleged assault. As he prepared for his court date, Kirk expressed sorrow and confusion, stating, "I love Rasheeda and I want to make things right."
Are you out here doing you ain't got no business doing?
Not
That's
at
the
all.
question. And I know it might take a man a minute to get his mind right to think, should he be honest? So, is there anything you want to let me know?
But the path to reconciliation seemed impossible. The damage was done. Could their relationship survive, or was this the end of the road for the Frosts? Her main priority was the safety and well-being of herself and her children. She was no longer willing to stand by her husband if it meant compromising her own happiness and security. Kirk, on the other hand, was holding out hope that he could repair the damage. He expressed regret over the situation, but the truth was that the damage to their marriage may have been irreparable. What would be the ultimate decision? Would Rasheeda move on and find happiness elsewhere, or would she give Kirk a second chance? Now, we want to know what you think. Do you believe there's hope for Kirk and Rasheeda, or is this the end of their tumultuous journey together? Will Rasheeda choose to forgive, or has she finally had enough? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And make sure you're subscribed to Celeb Titbits to stay up to date on all the latest gossip and drama in the world of hip-hop and Hollywood.